recording for this session. I just start recording. Now you can continue.
Okay.
So here we are continuing with the joins. I hope you can remember the joins also, like inner joins, left join, right join.
How do I use the using function thing again?
Yes, you can open that country column, table below. Then you can open the language column, language like over which do not change any alias names and code field, right? Can you see country consisting code and language also having code? So you can wrap this. You can use round bracket like post you using you just round bracket and write code.
This?
Yes, it will be the equivalent code for countries.code is equal to language.code.
That's it?
That's it. It's a shortcut. Let me check. Do we have all the correct solution? Yes, we have inner join, countries, language. Can you, did you get this code or you need more illustration?
No, I got it.
Perfectly. Like giving correct output or having successfully code is not the ultimate aim. We must give dive right the depth knowledge of this piece of code. That's a mandatory. Can you submit
Okay.
answer now? Yes, it's perfectly fine. You got 100 XP.
Welcome back. Now that we have written our very first SQL joins, it's time to think more conceptually about the kinds of relationships tables can have to each other. The first type of relationship we'll talk about is a one-to-many relationship. This is the most common type of relationship, one where a single entity can be associated with several entities. Think about a music library. One artist can produce many songs over their career. This is a one-to-many relationship. The same applies for authors and their books, directors and movie titles, and so on. Jane Austen wrote many books, and each of her books had just one author. In the table schema shown, each of her works are stored in the books table and can be merged with the authors table using author ID from both tables. A second type of relationship is a one-to-one relationship. One-to-one relationships imply unique pairings between entities and are therefore less common. A commonly held premise of forensic science is that no two fingerprints are identical, and therefore that a particular fingerprint can only be generated by one person. This is an example of a one-to-one relationship. One fingerprint for one finger. Imagine fingerprint scanning at airport border control. Border control might have two tables in a database, a table of people and a table of their prints. Each person's fingerprint could be merged with the individual's table using their passport number. We won't cover this in detail here, but using a binary format is one way to store images, such as fingerprints, in a database. Note here that although an individual will have 4 fingerprints stored in the fingerprints table, this is not a one-to-many relationship. It's a one-to-one relationship because a single individual, represented as one record on the individuals table, will have one set of fingerprints, represented as one record on the fingerprints table. The 4 different fingerprints are 4 different fields in each record. The last type of relationship we'll discuss is a many-to-many relationship. An example of this is languages and countries. Here we show the official languages of Germany, Belgium, and the Netherlands, where we see that many languages can be spoken in many countries. For example, Belgium has 3 official languages: French, German, and Dutch. Conversely, languages can be official in many countries. Dutch is an official language of both the Netherlands and Belgium, but not Germany. Now that we've discussed the various relationships that can exist between tables, let's put this into practice.
What best describes the relationship between code in the countries table and country in the cities table? Uh, like, uh, like,
Is it
means,
1-to-1?
like, how would you determine like what's the relationship, right? Like, can you select, like, can you see the unique code of each city and countries table? I want to check the cities and countries code unique values. Yes, wonderful. The distinct is the keyword where we use all this.
Um, Code in countries. So countries.code.
Yes. No,
Um,
no, 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 no. Can we take two columns from different two tables simultaneously? I hope so not. So you will have to write the code one by one. So first try to fetch code from countries column, then try to fetch code from cities column, cities table, and write down how many distinct codes. Means like, okay,
like this.
uh, yes. Can you show the output? So out of 205 rows, so we are getting 100 out of, right.
There's
So
still 205.
200 found. So how would you count these values? I want to count. So should I go manually operations?
Oh, there's a count thing.
Yes.
Um,
Count aggregate function. You will have to wrap before the distinct and no. Before the distinct count and give the round bracket start, and then go to the last line of this last position. Yes, just close this apron. Now give the you can run the code now. So it will give, uh, can you see 205?
yeah.
So do we have, like, can you remove this distinct and now run the code? All right, it's also giving same 205, which means how many rows, like repeated or non-repeating, how many total rows available in the countries table?
205.
All right. How many unique code available in the countries table?
205.
Yes, the same. Like every code is unique in countries. Can you do the same operation in the cities table?
Okay.
No. Distinct is fine, but that would be code only.
Isn't it
Oh, is it?
countries?
Is it the column name is country underscore code? Can you go to the
Yeah, country code.
Oh, that's fine. My bad. Extremely pardon. 81. Can you go for total country code in cities? 236. So they are seeking for countries to cities. So what's your answer now?
Is it one to many?
Yes. Why one too many? Can you elaborate more in one or two line?
Because in countries, every one of them is distinct, but in cities, there are some repeating. So there can be one in countries, but there can be many in cities.
That's wonderful. You also have seen using hands-on practice using distinct and non-distinct. All right. So can you choose the correct one?
Countries and language table. There's code in both of them too.
Hmm. So is it one to one or many to many relationship or what?
Do we write the code again?
It's your choice. Means you don't have either choice, right? You cannot count it manually. Can you count it manually in lesser time?
No.
Okay. And distinct is again very powerful code. And you just keep remember how we put distinct. Like it's inside the parenthesis, inside the count.
Okay.
Sometimes people write outside the code and it gives an error, and then people think like, what kind of error is this? I'm writing right code. No, the distinct is inside the code, inside the parenthesis, and count is outside. You can run the code now.
Okay. So they're all distinct in
Can you write it
countries.
down somewhere? 205, this value, if you can keep remembering in your mind, that's perfectly
Oh
fine.
yeah. So in languages, there's 212 out of 900 something.
Okay, so what's your verdict?
So it's one to many again.
Okay, can you check your answer? Submit answer and see whether we got the
Oh,
correct. It's incorrect. But can you find it out, like why it's incorrect? You must have crystal clear idea regarding same.
do we just use common sense for this one?
Common?
Common sense?
Yes, and they kindly also check the this order. They're writing in the question like best describe the relationship between the countries table and the language. Can you recall how many unique values in countries? And did you run the code first for countries, then for language, or did you run the code for first for language and then countries?
First countries and then languages.
Okay, so how many unique values were there in the countries?
All of them?
All right, it's a 205, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Now, can you tell me how many distinct column in languages?
212.
212. It's a unique or total?
Unique.
All right, and so 205. So it should be okay. And how many total values in total rows in language?
955.
Oh, that's too big. So I think it should be one too many. 205, 205. Okay, it's not taking a language can be spoken in many countries and country can have many languages. Okay, can you click one many to many? Can you recall the example video? Belgium has many countries just in official language, and because of many types of relationship tables can have, there are many ways to join data. All right, so we have total means uh, like all the 205s are available in 212, and there might be repeating numbers also.
Okay.
All right, can we move to the next question? Continue.
Yeah.
If you understand this question now.
Yeah.
All right. Wonderful. That's a good code.
But it says like Elias, like the country table at
Yes.
sea.
Elias, table as C, not as country. They are saying country, Elias as country. Okay, you can go for country.
But then how do I do it as C? Like,
Countries table as like from. Can you see from?
yeah,
Hmm. No, that's a column name. But they are talking about country's name. Country's name, alias is country. Lastly, in line 2, name as okay, and language as language. Okay, languages, alias as language. Like, what's the country's table? So, can you see country's table? Like, country's table is written in 4, line number 4. So from
yeah.
countries, yes. So they are asking to give table alias name as C. So you can give, like, can you see? Can you go to the line number 4 and give a space and SC only? Just as this is the aliasing for table. And like,
And then do I write C
no, no,
over
no.
here
Just
too?
just just hold a second. Why do we have countries on both the side? Like on the left side of inner join and right side of the inner join, both we have countries. Why so? Inner
It said to
join,
include in both.
yes, and the left language inner join with the countries and C, that's the left, and with the language table as L on the right, which means in the sixth line, post inner join, there should be language. Instead of countries, there should be language as L. Did you connect the dots? Hello, did you connect my dots or you just following my instructions?
1 second. I think I get it.
Y- You get it?
Yeah.
Appreciable. Okay, so now once your neurons are connected, like you can go for the thoroughly language using code. Can you run the code? No output. Yes, country. I think there is a problem in the line number second. Languages as language. Oh, okay, that's wonderful. Country's name. So country's name is taken from which table? Is it from language or countries?
Where?
So like, can you see the second line? Select country name. So from which table you are selecting this column, feature name?
From nowhere? Oh, from cities.
Oh, but we do not have cities. But we are not joining cities anyway.
There's a name. Instead of country name, do your name.
क्या हुआ? Huh?
Is it select countries dot name as country?
Huh? Yeah, sorry.
Is it like
No,
this?
no, it won't take. Like, but I didn't get that. Like, country name. You're taken from which country? Like, so it should be C dot name.
Oh,
No, no. My question is like, did you got get this? Can you go to the country city again? Name. Okay, we have country name here. And can you go inside the languages? Name here. L dot name. All right. Can you run the code? There might be some as language using country code in line A and in line 2. Select the country name alias country language name. From country as the dot name. Yeah, can you open this country uh, table again? Yes, country. Here we have name. Okay, names. Fine. Can you open this language table name? So here we have name again. So L dot name as language. From countries as C and join language as L. Okay, you are missing on. Can you hit
on.
on like inner join then table name on? Like if you recall the like yes, if you recall the skeleton or the code part, like select column name from left table inner join right table on which condition? So you are missing on. Can you run the code now?
Like we just need on.
Yes, because that's only missing part in our code. Here end. Where is the end? Oh, can you see the end at the second level? There should be comma. Whoa.
Oh, you can't do and.
No, we do not include end here. So end we include only where clause using. Uh, okay, so we have code in both the tables
Yeah,
using code.
code and code.
Oh, fine. Your code not pitching. Okay, can you explain error? Go to the left. AI is giving idea. Did not submit SQL to fix. You need to provide a valid secret letter. Okay. Can you take hint? Getting there might be some countries have a name column, so you put parentheses in prefix selecting. Oh, can you show answer? Can you click on show answer? Okay, so we have C dot name country, L dot name country, inner join using. So what's the difference between solution and R? So we do not have on well when we was using. Okay, that's fine. My bad. Cannot use. Okay, can you go to the query.sql? Your code. Yes, can you remove this on? But we were getting error, right? Oh, there might be some issues in from the backend only. Because otherwise our solution was perfect fine. Did you get the output? Like, why are we writing this code alias for the each country? And if you do not give the country alias name at the first second level, then will be L and CL name.
Okay.
Okay. Can we go to the next question?
Do we like switch from an inner join?
Inner join language using order the results by. So we need to sort the output in a in a ascending or descending order. So column left countries column. So rearrange select column so that language column appears on the left and country column on the right.
Yeah, do we switch the language over here
Yes,
and
yes,
countries
yes,
over here?
yes, yes, yes. No, 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 no. Select the statement, not in the inner join, but in the select different language column. So when they are talking about columns, they are not talking about tables. They are talking columns. So we have columns in the select, comma. That's switching the output here. But they are asking order the results by language also.
What does that mean?
Uh, uh, can you click on the language value, language table? Okay. So we have order by select so that language column appears on the sort the results by language. Okay. So how would you sort any columns? Like if I give random columns here, how would you sort that column?
Alphabetically?
Huh? After?
Alphabetically?
I didn't get after.
Nothing.
So we can get the order by this. For this we have order by column. The order by language, right? So we have L name. So they need all the names in a sorted order. So once you will include order by, can you include order by here?
And then language?
Yes.
Are there any parentheses?
No, we don't need parentheses. It will sort in.
I don't think this is right. I don't think they speak Assamese in India, do they?
They are sorting using order by, like this language in the alphabetical order, not the country.
Okay, then is it right?
Yes. Can you run the code now?
Run?
Yes.
I already ran it.
Submit answer. So your instruction 2 is successfully correct.
Like, is there an easier way of finding a country and its language?
Yes. An easy way of what? Like sorted order or what?
Like, how do I find Alsace? Like this thing?
Yes.
Instead of just looking through? Yeah, how do I find it?
Like which one? Can you repeat your question? Okay.
How do I find this language without looking through everything?
Without.
Without scrolling through?
Oh, so like you want to check all these languages there?
Yeah, like how do I find this language without sorting through the table?
You don't want to sort in a country order, right?
Yeah, I just want to find what countries speak that
Spoken
language.
more than one country. All right. So uh, this way. Query generate step 1, run this query in the console to find answer of the equation. All right. So order by yesterday spoken in more than one country. Okay. So you can include where clause, like, or you can include where clause uh, before order by, not the after, like before the order by, post using where country, like,
Country like?
yes, like is the code, and write the correct Alstanian, or how would you pronounce it, Alstanian, and include in codes, right? Can you run this code now? Okay, can you include like query result, like can you include equal to instead of country?
Where?
uh, can you see this like, can you
Yeah.
replace this like uh, equal to, okay, now can you run this code now? There, like, can we have comma? I think comma will work here. Hey, post just where we and no, here where we and the where clause. Can you go to the end and comma is not.
Instead of country, is it language?
Oh, it.
Because this isn't a country, it's a language.
Oh, my bad. Can you remove comma? I think comma is not. Still we finding error? Just wait.
Yeah.
Just wait. Where by so have this country. Yes. So long language is equal to language equal to this one. Okay. Can you run this code now? Sometimes I think this compiler gives error because of the backend. But the code generated does not. We do not have language where language is there, right?
Yeah,
Can you
language.
there? Can you replace by L dot name?
Does that mean that it doesn't exist, the language?
No, I don't think so.
Should we try like another language?
No, if it is not there, it will show anything. Like it's not kind of error.
Oh, yeah, no.
But we have code error in the code. Language one. Join L name dot as like from order by give the ends. I think this is the compiler issue. Our code is perfectly fine. So as of now, you can count it manually. Can you go to the top front at the where clause 5, line number 5, and can you go to the like front means at the first place?
First place?
Yes, means you scroll. Do not select the entire line. Just go to the first place and just yes, go to the first place of this line. Go to the home. Yes, and now minus minus two hyphen. Yes, and now can you run the code? Now you get item, right? Okay, so okay, so you will have to search LSTRIN, right?
Yeah.
That's a problem. Can you sort order by language instead of country? Yes.
Did it
Yes.
run?
Yes. I hope you. I think you have answer. So can you search for Palestinian somewhere? Scroll down.
Here?
ALSKL. Yes. So can we see? Yes. It's only representing only. It's speaking only France. Nowhere else.
So that's the incorrect one?
Yes, that's incorrect one.
But then why isn't this code thing working?
I think it's a compiler issue. It's not tracking that values. This was the same we are
Does it
running.
matter what quotation mark you use?
What code?
Like, does it
Oh,
matter
oh,
to
oh, oh,
use?
I think it's a double code. Okay, can you run now?
Oh. Is it double or single?
It's a single, but it's not taking language column. Language, it's showing language doesn't exist.
Um, is it languages?
No.
Oh,
Language is table name, but here we write column name because column name itself will get all these reviews. Can you go to the language? Cite the languages? Yes. You have name. Okay. Can you that? So we were also getting error now. Okay. Can you remove that as language at the first line from the first line?
this?
Yes. And can you replace this in go to the fifth line? And can you replace this language by L dot name? I'm just checking it whether it will give. Otherwise, it's a complete compiler error. Your code language doesn't error. Oh, you are giving order by language. Can you replace by L dot name? Oh, sorry. I'm extreme sorry. Order will name will not. Can you hide this order by like comment it? Comment this line. Yes. Now can you run this? Now can you see we have all the columns where we
Yeah.
have a student. Can you replace this Elistine with Bhojpuri you were doing previously? There was issue in the alias name at the first name. Can you see it's a spoken more than one country, Mauritius and Nepal. So there are at least
Yeah.
three languages spoken in two countries. So third one is also correct. Okay, so can we, how would I check,
What?
like how would I check the first option? Like if I ask you to check, cross check using hands-on, there are at least three languages spoken in Armenia. How would you check it?
Instead of L dot name, you do C dot name,
Wonderful.
and then you change it to Armenia.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So we can go for the next.
We've seen a few inner joins and thought about the relationships tables can have to each other. Now it's time to level up our joins by building on these ideas. A powerful feature of SQL is that multiple joins can be combined and run in a single query. Let's have a look at some syntax for multiple joins. We begin with the same inner join as before and then chain another inner join to the result of our first inner join. Notice that we use leftTable.id in the last line of this example. If we want to perform the second join using the ID field of
1 second, I have to plug in my computer.
Okay, sure.
right table rather than left table, we can replace left table.id with right table.id in the final line. Thinking back to our example of world leaders, let's say that we are interested in identifying countries of the world that have both a president and a prime minister and want to know the year each prime minister came into office. Let's have a look at the prime minister terms table from our database of world leaders. It contains a Prime Minister column with Prime Minister names, as well as a PM start column containing the start year of a Prime Minister's term. Let's apply the new syntax we've learned to our world leaders example. We can begin as before with an inner join of the President's and Prime Minister's tables using our aliasing skills to shorten the length of the query. Recall from our first lesson that the result set of this join was a combined table showing countries with both a Prime Minister and a President. If we now join the result of our first inner join with our Prime Minister terms table on the Prime Minister field, the final result will be only those countries with both Prime Ministers and Presidents, along with the years their Prime Ministers assumed office. Notice that the Prime Minister terms table has 10 records, whereas our final result only has 4 records. This is because only 4 records from the Prime Minister terms table match the result of our first inner join. Here's a look at the final SQL query for chaining a second inner join to our first inner join. Notice that the syntax for the second join is exactly the same as for the first join, but we use Prime Minister as the field to join on instead. We can continue the chain and join as many tables together as we need. Great work. Now, let's step back from our world leaders example. One more thing to know about joins is that it isn't always the case that each value in the field being joined on corresponds to exactly one record in the joining field of the right table. In the example shown, if we join on one field as we've done before, the query will return multiple records from right table that match with left table on the ID field. We can limit the records returned by supplying an additional field to join on by adding the AND keyword to our ON clause. In this example, we join on date, a frequently used second column when joining on multiple fields. The result set now contains records that match on both ID and date. Now that we know how to chain multiple joins as well as how to join on multiple fields, let's get some practice.
I'm just coming back in few minutes having glass of water.
Okay.
So I am back.
Okay. Am I supposed to only do the first one or the first and the second one?
Uh, can you
Oh, I think I'm only supposed to do the first one.
like p dot code? Do we have code in population? Have code in country? Do not
Country.
have code in population. Can you see? Do we have p
So
dot?
it's P dot country code.
Yes. But I think it's not the inspection. Oh, like, uh, so do we have name in both the countries and population? Is it correct?
Country.
Country.
Oh, there's no name in population.
Can you query result? Show me. Can you submit again? So who included this inner join economy as, or it was,
Yeah, because it was an answer to the second one.
oh, it was,
We're combining on code. So it's country code and CDOT code. So I think that's right. Um,
can you see the result again? Afghanistan. But why we are getting Aruba and all?
there is Afghanistan. Where's the highlighted code?
Can you take hint? Can use asking, can using. Can you replace this line by using?
But it says you need to use on rather than using.
Oh, can you undo at that point? Can you show answer? You are not getting column is.
So it says there shouldn't be P dot. But there's no change.
No, can you select this and remove that C dot name by you remove dot? Yes. Now can you run the code? Now can you submit answer? Now can you remove that P dot? Now can you
And you have
submit?
to remove for everything?
I'll explain. Can you submit it? Okay. They want to tell you that without giving alias name like C dot, P dot, you can still give the solution. Still you can have the answer. Like it's not necessary every time you just give the dot. If unique names are not there, like if code is also available in countries, if code is also name in population, then only you will have to give C dot and P dot respectively. Otherwise, you can give direct name if it is unique column name, both the both the tables. Did you get my point? Can you connect the dots?
I think so.
So although if you run outside this data camp in the original SQL platform, in the original MS SQL Server Management Studio, Microsoft SQL Server Studio, then you will get the correct output. Won't show any error because they have designed in such a way, then only it's showing that.
Okay. Is unemployment rate supposed to say no?
Unemployment.
Unemployment rate?
We are saying
Uh,
on on. We have uh, like code in economy. Can you open that economy? So we do not have any code. Oh, okay. Can you are getting output, but that's it.
the checker
Expect it
expected to
find
find
e.
E in
Yeah.
them?
Can you select this like write e dot name something like in the
Where?
first line select yes. So do we have
But there's
here?
no name.
Yes. Okay.
There's name in countries. So let's see that
So
name.
which no dot name. Can you write this Gandhi? Okay.
It's the
Can you?
same.
It's the same. But can accepting in a sentence
No.
expect now you can remove that c dot accept. Okay. So let's change an se code and select user and unemployed from. Okay. Can you remove that e dot unemployed rate? Yes. Now can you take hints that we can have to oh e dot el. It's not p dot el. Did you get their point?
Why is it E?
Because they are expecting year from the unemployment. Like year, sorry, year from the economies, not the not the this one, countries or population. There might be year in population, might be year in countries, but they are expecting year from
Okay.
economies. Or values might be different. Can you submit now? Oh, fertility there, fertility rate,
Advertising need.
expected to fertility, but they didn't mention in the section, right? Can we stop now? It's sufficient for today. And can you click on this one, course outline, and can you finish all the rest course section? All go scroll down. Do we have if this outer
So I
joins is
just do this and this.
yes, you
What about inspecting a relationship?
expecting a relationship. Okay,
Because we somehow skipped that one or something.
If it is allowing you to submit, you can go submit again.
Oh, we did it.
And we help. So they just give
Oh,
only six,
okay.
right?
Thank you.
Okay, bye. Happy Sunday.
Bye.